What is going on, everybody? It's Tater Streams, and you're here for another daily dose of YouTube. I'll be honest, guys, there's a shitload of Charlie stuff on the feed. I can't even deny it. It's incredible. There's so much about him. But let's just get into it. Right, one second. Right before we do, I'm just going to show you my feed. Okay, Charlie, Obama, Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, Charlie on South Park, Hassan getting in trouble for terrorist stuff, Charlie Kirk, more political stuff, more Charlie stuff. That's a old one, I think. Whoa, Tectone. But dude, more political stuff. I have seen so much Charlie Kirk shit on my feed. It's ridiculous. We'll refresh it too. All right. So, Charlie. More of the same. More Charlie. It's just insanity how much he's on here right now. All right, guys. We'll get started with this, okay? Let's get going into the Daily Dose.
Is this the turning point that Charlie Kirk has been talking about? Democrats are flooding my social media with videos of them saying they're finished with the Democrat Party after these goblins celebrated Charlie's political...
I would be too. Dude, can you imagine if like the party that you supported and thought was like the tolerant and loving party ended up being the one who can't stand just to have conversations with people? Charlie Kirk said when people stop talking is when violence will start.
Political assassination. Look at the profound effect this man's life is having and the cultural change that is at hand because of Charlie.
I am done. I am not going to vote Democrat anymore. I did leave the left because I was getting sick and tired of their behavior. But I was considering myself to be in the center. No. Whoever did this just up. And I'm seeing a lot of people who were on the left say that they're no longer going to be on the left anymore.
I was an old school Democrat. I will never vote fucking Democrat ever.
It's not the old school that changed. It's how far they went. Like if you were like, I know you guys have seen the charts. If you were Democrat and you were right here to the left, you know, that way for you. If you were right there and the goalpost kept moving and moving and moving, but you stayed here, I mean, eventually you're more right. You're more right of the center. So old school, like I agree with a lot of old school Democrats. At least they know how to have discourse.
Ever. I was a Purple Party independent. You lost me. I'm all red now. When you celebrate and rejoice in the murder and assassination of someone who just was giving a different point of view than what you're used to in the fucking colleges these days, you are and will always be part of the problem.
I can't support
Agree.
the barbarism and the divisiveness that they've been engaged in. I mean, we can run down the list, guys. As recently as yesterday, because of the rhetoric that the Democratic Party has been spewing for the last 10 years or so, has been so extreme and so just over the top. I don't.
Yeah, when you condemn like one side to the extreme over and over and over and villainize them, like this is what's bound to happen. Because you're going to make people not want to have conversations because they just can't fathom somebody has a different opinion. They can't understand. That's not my perspective. That's not what's in my little bubble. I mean, your bubble's burst, dude. You can tell by what's in the feed right now.
Care whether you agree with his opinions or not. His opinions weren't coming from an evil place. He just wanted to talk.
Yeah.
And he was...
At the end of the day, remember, you're the guys who killed the guy who just wanted to talk, to just have conversations.
assassinated for it. In front of his loved ones, in front of his family. I can't be a part of a party that did that.
Democrats, man, y'all cooked, bro. Blur, listen, man. Cooked. Y'all cooked. Extra crispy. No batter. Y'all might want to just start all the way over.
They're going to.
Like, just go ahead and sit out for these little 20 years.
Yeah, they're gonna have to, man. They've got no way of coming back from where they're at. They're at a place right now of, you know, people who were on their party are in complete disgust. Anybody who was like trying to root for blue, like to like do the right thing, nobody fucking saw this one coming. At least if they were trying to root for blue. If you were on the other side, you've been watching it this entire time. It's just been getting crazier and crazier and crazier until this was bound to happen, dude. Like I said, dude, when you push a rhetoric, making like one side the evil devils and not giving people like the opportunity to have discord like Charlie did, like regardless of what you believe about Charlie Kirk, he engaged in conversations with young people. He made people think. He made them expand their minds and like educate themselves more. And if you're at a college and you can't educate yourself more, why the fuck are you wasting your money and your time there?
Let the people get back, you know, back where they want to be and forget that y'all snakes and then y'all try to sneak back in.
Don't care what his political beliefs were. I don't care what he felt. I care about the fact that a man was gunned down in front of two of his children
Based.
who are 5 years of age or less.
Based.
That he's dead at the age of 31.
I don't even like most of what Stephen A says. I don't agree with this guy. I you know, I level like that he's a human and all humans deserve some respect and tolerance and kindness and above all love. But I don't vibe with this dude. But what he's saying right now is eye-opening.
That his wife is a widow, that his children are fatherless. Because his ideas and his beliefs differed from somebody else, apparently.
I have been to church like twice.
I told
my
y'all,
entire life.
it's gonna be like this.
Since Charlie
It's
Kirk
everywhere.
is unable to go to church this Sunday, I'm gonna go and take his seat for him, and we'll see how it goes.
Charlie Kirk.
And I love seeing people like express their spirituality. We live in this time where like the world has made it a despicable thing to have faith, to have a belief in something, and will condemn you if you go out there and talk about it. You'll see there's another one coming up where I didn't watch it yet, but that's how it goes in these. They rip on a guy who just wants to talk about his faith. Granted, he may not have been in the best of place, but that's what you do when you have faith. You go in the place that would be the most effective for you to go. And for Charlie, it was colleges. You know what I mean? Dude, I got a lot of gray hair, but Charlie went to those places, and I've seen a lot of people expressing their faith in places where, you know, people don't want to hear about your belief, don't want to hear about faith, but that's your First Amendment right. You're allowed to talk about it. You know, a person with intellect over emotion wouldn't react. They might respond. They might engage in conversation.
Look what you did. No parking. No parking at all. None. Had to park like 5 blocks away from church because everyone wants to come now. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Charlie.
We went to church today. It was the first time in 20 years. It was the first time for our children. We are raising 3 boys that will one day be men, and we want those boys to be as strong in their convictions as Charlie Kirk was.
Here's the line for the second service, and there's never a line. By the way, there's never a line.
That's wild, dude.
I didn't know Charlie Kirk, never met that guy before in my life. And something else that I've never done before in my life is believe in God. I'm gonna wear this suit to church. I'm gonna go to church. I'm going to try to be a better father, husband, and leader for my family.
I have to ask you guys a question.
I gotta wait on that question, Asman. That's a profound effect. That's a profound effect that has people expressing their faith, dude. And like going to a place where they believe they can be around other people who have faith and grow that. You know, there's nothing wrong with growth. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow yourself. You know, whatever faith you have, like it's just good that you believe in something. I believe in being spiritual. I think it's essential to the human soul. Like that's the reason they call it the human spirit. Like we need to feed it. You need to grow it. Like, and I'm not telling you go to church. You ain't got to go to church. You can just discuss with people who feel like you, or believe what you believe. Maybe they don't, but they have some kind of like spiritual conviction within themselves, and they want to grow that. That's not a bad thing. Let me ask you a question. Okay, do you believe in like ghosts? Like, do you think ghosts are real? Because I've met a few people who are sure ghosts are real, but don't have any like faith. And do you believe in like the devil or demons or evil spirits? Because I've met plenty of people who believe in those things too, but don't have like a faith in like a higher power. They believe in like an evil below. I don't know how to describe it, man. Like it's not something that I think about. Like it's not on my mind all the time, but like they understand there is an evil out there, and they believe in that evil, but they don't believe in some kind of good. And I feel like if you don't recognize that you're believing in something that has evil in it, that there has to be the other side. There has to be the opposite. That's how it's always been. There is no evil without good.
Saw a rare spawn in my backyard. What is this?
That's a fox, right?
That's a fox?
Yeah.
Because I tried to get him, he got away.
That's how it goes.
Can this be a pet? Because I think he's pretty cool, and I'm thinking about getting him.
Okay, so apparently
Technically,
Chris
yes.
Pratt is not.
Technically, yes, it could be a pet. You could have a fox as a pet. It would be very hard to have a fox as a pet, but you could. You'd have to get one that had been domesticated already. That's entirely possible.
Apparently Chris Pratt is not who I thought he was. Call for major Marvel star to be fired over Charlie Kirk posts following assassination. Guys, I'm just shocked. Like, why Chris? Why Chris Pratt? Would you pray for Charlie and his family online for everyone to see and hear? Why, Chris, would you say, quote unquote, praying for Charlie Kirk right now for his wife and young children for our country? We need God's grace. God help us. Dang, Chris, why would you do that? Yeah, guys.
I know he's trolling, but like, are there really people hating on the fact that somebody with faith is praying for somebody else who passed away and praying for their family and their children? You're really going to hate children? That's fucked up, man.
It wasn't going at all where you thought it was. The fact that they're trying to fire Chris Pratt because of his beliefs with Charlie and Jesus Christ shows you exactly what this world has come to. Jesus has already won, and one day every knee will bow.
I'm here to tell you about God's love. God loves Kirk. Hey, can you please back off? Nope. What you're doing is illegal right now.
Technically, that's assault. If you're pushing him, I mean, I get you're not using your hands or anything, and you are walking with a crutch, so you're pushing it because people will give you some grace because of that. But I mean, that is assault.
Hey, take your hands off me, bro. What's your plan here?
To walk you off.
Well, look, I can be here just like you can be here. What you're doing is illegal.
What you're doing is...
We can have a normal conversation. We can have a normal conversation.
You're not having a normal conversation.
What?
This is emotion over intellect, man. I mean, you can plainly see, like, this person is emotional. Like, you can see it in the eyes. You can see the emotion. Unable to have discourse with someone. Unable to agreeably disagree. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. We're cool. We're not hurting each other. Nothing bad's happening. Just fucking unable to handle a conversation. Unable to have somebody else there. We've all had that, like, annoying person, like, around us or whatever. You know what the best thing for you to do is? Fucking ignore them. All right? You don't gotta let your fucking childish emotions rise to the fucking surface and act like a fucking retard.
What?
You're
What are you talking
about? To us. Get the out of here, man.
How am I being an a-hole?
Get the out of here.
God bless you, bro.
Aggressive
While I was
ass.
talking to this person, the guy with the eye patch that threatened me earlier approached our cameraman John and started pushing him.
That's assault. Don't touch me. You're gonna push me. That's assault. You're gonna Yes. Okay. Do you want to say that on camera? Come on, go. You're not welcome here. He just threatened to me.
That's fucked up, man. That's can't handle conversations. Can't handle somebody else being there. Like, they have every right to be there too. Dude, all right, this is one I'll tell you, okay? When I was younger, not that many years ago, I know that gray hair is fucked up, but not that many years ago, I went to a BLM rally, and it was at college. I wanted to see what it was about, support. Like, I have black friends, and I know it sounds like the whitest fucking thing to say, but I have friends who happen to be a different skin color than me. I know, it's crazy, right? And I went there, and I went with one of my friends, and she was with me, and we were walking around just trying to check it out, see what booths were, and we had people yell, "Fuck white people" at us. Fuck white people. Like, you don't belong here. It's like, these groups that want this equality are so quick to fucking spew ignorance. I don't know, let that sink in.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's on camera.
Yeah, he did.
Get out of here.
All this fucking internet bullshit ass drama that goes on all the time, and it's never settled, and it stretches out. And
all right, this is Upchurch. If you don't know who Upchurch is, he is a country singer, rapper, and rocker. I've been following him for a long time, dude. Since he ever did the skit, Rednecks Talk Ghetto. It was hilarious. I actually seen him in concert too. Well, a couple songs. I may have missed most of the concert, but he's in some drama almost all the time now. I hope you're staying straight. You're staying up church.
everybody, all the fans are like irritated and stuff, rightfully so. Here's how you fix it: you get some kind of mixed martial arts organization, make a separate organization for the entertainment scene. Now watch. You know how all these celebrities are like getting paid a fuck ton of money and getting paid way more than actual fighters who spend their whole life training? Here's how you cut that out. You make all these artists and all these shit-talking motherfuckers get $0. You get $0 for fighting somebody you have beef with. You don't get no fucking money, because you shouldn't get no money since you got actual beef with somebody, because that's a thing.
I think he's just saying, with whatever beef that he's got going on, he's saying, if you want to fight, we could fight. We ain't got to fucking put it on YouTube, put it on TV. He's like, if you want to fight, come find me. I think that's what he's saying. I know what he's talking about. I've seen a lot of this shit. If you know who Adam Calhoun is, he's done a lot of collabs with Tom McDonald. He did them with Upchurch. I don't know if he did them with Jelly Roll, but like, all these guys used to be friends and buddies, and like, it seems like everybody turns on Church, and I don't know why. I mean, he has helped so many young artists break out in the Nashville scene, and they just fucking stabbed him in the back.
These things are swayed in a certain way to make money. Well, if you cut the fucking money out and you make it a charitable thing, and you have an actual charity set to this, well, then you could switch the charities out if you wanted to. Well, then damn, there you go. You got one event once a year that just donates a huge chunk, like millions of dollars, to whatever charity it is. Anyway,
that's not a bad idea,
you don't
actually.
make it a boxing thing. You make it UFC gloves, MMA, getting in the ring and fucking fighting and actually slugging each other. So now you're making the fans happy, because it ain't no boxing points boxing thing. It ain't rigged by the artist getting paid. No. It's MMA gloves. It's the artist makes $0 fucking for this fight that he's gonna be in. Because here's the thing, then you get into accountability. If you don't show up, well then then all the dudes are gonna know you ain't on some real dude shit, and you ain't gonna back nothing up. It shows the fans, it shows the supporters what they want to see. They want to see who the fuck is real and who's not. Then watch this.
That's not a bad idea, like making it for charity. That's actually a really good idea. I don't give a crap about like Creator Clash or any of these things, or like the fucking Paul brother fights and stuff like that. They're always weak. They're weak sauce. It's never that entertaining. It's like, I paid money to watch this. I'm not paying money for somebody who's got beef with somebody else to go slug it out in the ring like he's talking about. And if I do pay money, it goes to charity. I'm down for that.
Yes. Now look, don't think this involves money for the artist, because it don't. Artists get $0 out of this situation, this theoretical situation, because all the money goes to a charity, an actual charity. And also, we should follow up on where the money goes and if the charity actually got the money. Make it the truest fucking beef fighting thing that's put on the fucking internet. Make it the truest fucking beef that's put on the fucking internet. And you know what? If this gets put together, I volunteer to fight Adam Calhoun on the first little thing that happens. And hell, let's call Gavin. Let's call Zach Bryan. I know Zach will do it. Let's see who will nut up or shut up and actually do the shit.
I like this. This is a great idea, dude. This is a great idea. Everybody, people like look down and up church in like some circles of like Nashville and like country music and rap and stuff like that. But the dude, he's about his shit. I can fucking tell you that.
I volunteer for the first one if this shit gets fucking set up, and I'll fight Adam Calhoun.
As a PC gamer, what is one app people need to stop installing on their gaming PC?
Riot Client. We don't need any more people playing League of Legends or Valorant.
But it pays all the therapy
I don't got
bills.
that.
That's a good point.
None of that shit.
Keeps the therapy economy
What
going.
if I do have one of
Antivirus
these?
software. If you're
Antivirus?
running Windows 11, just use Windows Defender. It
Don't
works
got it.
amazing. And if you're not going to like all these sketchy websites, you don't need those third-party.
I don't look
Any
at
sort
porn
of,
on my
like,
computer.
Log me and Hamachi, like you just need a port forward on your router, but you don't know
What
how.
is this?
I think if you can afford a computer and you're looking at how to like run a Minecraft server with your friends, just do them all a favor and just buy a realm, because if you make everyone else download that stupid app just to play a game together, you're the annoying one.
I mean, definitely any antivirus software.
Yeah,
all
but-
that, dude. Just play your game. Just play
Facts.
the game, bro.
Gigabyte Control Center. I hate it. It crashed my PC multiple times a day, and when I got rid of it.
Oh, I do. I think I do have that. Is it down here? I don't know which one it is. It's one of these, dude. Oh, there's a Windows antivirus. Razor's. I hate that app. I think that's it. There's no name coming up on it, but I think that's it. I do think I have Gigabyte. Fuck. I do have one.
Since
of
I do
them.
PC repair, I've got a couple for you. No overclocking software like CPU ID, you don't really need it. No antivirus software, those are like the main two big things.
Any antivirus, Windows has it.
Any type of third-party antivirus, and then also any type of like optimization. You don't need that stuff.
Steam. Check this out. This might
What?
scare you. This is a job application.
And for me, mine is one of those where
What
applicable.
the-
Just
all right, fuck
downloading
you
a bunch
for
of
clowning.
RGB software to control your stuff. I know you want to control your RGB, but if your program allows you to save to the memory of the device that you're trying to change, just pick a color, uninstall it, and it'll save you a lot of problems. Let us know down below what PC gamers need to stop installing on their gaming PCs.
This man's daughter told her dad that a boy watched her in the girls' restroom.
You gotta be shitting me, dude. It's not. I swear to God, dude. I fucking swear to God. This is twice this has happened. Like, nothing is being used somewhere.
This man's daughter told her dad that a boy watched her in the girls' restroom, and after the school
That shit
defended
pisses
the
me
boy,
off.
dad took matters into his own hands.
Every single one of you is cowards. My daughter, right here, sweetheart, tell these people, do you want a little boy to watch you pee?
No,
No. Why?
because it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. My 8-year-old daughter knows it's inappropriate, and yet y'all sit there silent. Tell you what, I want to prove that you're all hypocrites. Each of you ladies, I want you to invite your husbands, and let's go to the bathroom, and I want them to watch me watch you use the bathroom, and let's see if they get mad. Let's prove to the public the hypocrites that sit on this board. If a little boy follows my daughter in that bathroom and touches her, you will have a new rather of dangers. Now stand up and do something. You're so scared of losing federal funding, it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah. Dad of the day. I don't know. If we can give it word out or whatever, if I could get good at editing, we could put a fucking thing on the screen that says Dad of the day. For sure.
So as it turns out, Borderlands 4 is fantastic. My wife and I can't stop playing it, but if you're like me, the one thing you wish is that it came to the Nintendo Switch 2 so you could play
It's
it
like
anywhere.
crashing PCs right now, dude.
Just a little bit of testing. Check this out. Even though Borderlands 4 isn't super well optimized for the PC,
I just fucking said that. You could have a fucking like 5080 and it still doesn't. You could have a 50 fucking 90 and it still doesn't hit everything in fucking native. It doesn't hit 60 frames a second. I've seen it. I've seen the facts. I checked them. Look it up.
just quite yet, I decided to download it on my ROG Ally X and decided to poke around in the
Bad
settings
idea,
a
I'm
bit.
guessing.
Guess what? Borderlands 4 actually runs really well on an Ally X.
Yeah, 30
And I
frames a
spent
second,
about 2.5
720p.
hours over the weekend just sort of grinding away. Now I will say, I'd let the system spec itself out and then I adjusted from there. Everything as far as settings go is either on the medium to low side.
Yeah.
The thing is running at like a smooth 30 frames a second,
Yeah.
and I actually haven't seen any hiccups. And even though stuff like textures and resolutions,
You can run anything if you put it to fucking like low as shit. Nobody wants to do that. You didn't buy the game to fucking play it at the lowest fucking quality, man.
are set on the lower side. On this screen, I really don't notice. And
I
as
like
you
it,
can see
Topher, but
here, at
oh,
least
that
for
looks
me,
like
this is
trash.
Totally feasible and totally playable, especially if I can take this game everywhere I go. Now, if you watch enough of my videos, then you know that playing
It looks
on
like a
handheld
PS1.
device is usually my preferred way of playing because I have kids and because I travel a lot, unless I'm streaming. So playing a game I am currently obsessed with on my Ally X and having it run smoothly is
Define
awesome.
smoothly.
Now, if we could just get Nintendo to send out some of those dev kits to some of their developers so we can get something like a Borderlands 4 on the Nintendo Switch too, because if it runs on this, then they should be able to optimize it for this with
Well, that's one thing. Nintendo can optimize shit really well.
But what do you think? Would you love to play Borderlands 4 on a handheld device? Or maybe
Nope.
you have an Ally X and you've already tried it. But I definitely have a feeling I will be spending my evenings this weekend while we're at Disneyland playing Borderlands 4 while the rest of the family sleeps.
What's up, guys?
Okay. I like Topher. I like Topher. I like his videos. But you can delete that one. Because that is bullshit. That looked fucking terrible, dude. Oh, man. That looked like it ran like trash. Fuck that. You're not going to spend $800 on a Rogue Ally X and play a fucking game in 720p, 30 frames a second looking like that. That is disgusting.
Guys, it's Benny. It's fair to say that this is one of the single greatest and most glorious news cycles of my life. I am so very happy.
Jimmy Kimmel's
to be
gone.
Playing a small note in all of this. Our interview with Brendan Carr going viral yesterday when he says we could do this the easy way or the hard way. And now a livid Jimmy Kimmel freaking out, shrieking, and spotted leaving their ABC studio. They were ready to do a show. They were about to go do the show. Apparently, the celebrities were all booked. They were all ready to go live last night when ABC said, ah. But what's more interesting is, did they use a body double in order to trick people into thinking that Jimmy Kimmel had left the studio so nobody could get an actual shot of him leaving his dingy studio in downtown LA?
All right, first off, Jimmy Kimmel's like the worst late night host there is right now. I mean, even Colbert was more entertaining than him. And Colbert is already gone. You got Fallon, who like most people think is fake as fuck and like annoying to watch. And Kimmel, we don't need two Jimmys. Let's put it that way. We don't need two Jimmys. We need somebody fucking hip and cool like Craig fucking Ferguson was, or fucking Conan O'Brien. Those guys fucking knew how to run late night, dude. And you know why they wouldn't let them? Because they wouldn't be nobody's puppet.
In a very, very horrible and disastrous complete ghost town of Hollywood Boulevard, the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Sidekick, seen raging and getting into his car. His name's Guillermo Rodriguez, spotted moments after ABC yanked the program following backlash. Kimmel rushed to a black Chevy Silverado outside of El Capitan Entertainment Center in Los Angeles Wednesday, shortly after receiving the news that his show was getting the boot. The comedian clutched his backpack and an assistant helped him climb into the vehicle. Images obtained by the Post say. So this is allegedly him. But it's kind of interesting because, well, there's other footage, real footage of Jimmy Kimmel leaving. Kind of makes you wonder, wait a second, did they use a body double? Okay. All right, got it. Okay, so you got it. So you can see a very mysterious, you can barely
I mean, that kind of looks like him.
But they say that this is Jimmy Kimmel getting into a vehicle.
It kind of looks like Seth
What's
Rogen
interesting
too.
about all this, and what I find just kind of funny about the curiosity of a moment like this, is that according to TMZ, that's not the real footage of Jimmy Kimmel. That was a decoy. Watch this. As you can see there, that is clearly that is Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, dude, was
into the back of a truck. It looks like, right? Back of a truck, something maybe you wouldn't expect him in.
Yeah.
And here's his sidekick also getting, you know, into his car. And this. So
it's a nice car.
So they faked out the media with the Rivian, with the
Like a
electric
new
vehicles. So they
Q5.
virtue signaled and faked out the media. Isn't that great? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Rings like a bell. There you go.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty sus, if you ask me.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun.
Good.
He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous. Woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed a father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good man tried to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us. When good men die for the things that they say, and I can't just be quiet.
I think that sums up like what we should be focusing on right now at the end of this, dude. There's a lot of hate in the world. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of... It's not even disagreement. It's like disgust with each other. And like, not since 2001 has America needed a reason to come together as a people than we do right now. And like, and I'm for one, I'm happy that a terrible situation where a father and husband lost his life is bringing people together in America, waking people up and getting people to see that if we can't have conversations, and when we stop talking, that's when people start dying. That's when the violence starts. That's a quote from Charlie. And it's been a good episode, emotional episode. I know we're all emotional and going through it after this entire fucking week has been gone. So go hang out with your families, visit them, go spread some love, be nice, be kind to people, you know, open the door for some old lady or something like that, put the cart back in the parking lot, just do something good for somebody. And remember guys, keep yourself safe. Thanks for watching Tater Streams.
They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good man tried to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us.